What? What do you mean I can't see my daughter? You want how much? Man, you. You gonna take how much out of my paycheck? That's half my paycheck. What do you mean you can't do anything about it? They're making you. All right, man. You know what? I quit. What's going on, carnalitos? So if you've ever been in any situation like the one we just saw now, don't fear. There is help, man. I've been in that same situation. When I got out in '99, I believe owed a little bit over $10,000 in child support. And I went through the same thing as a lot of us go through who owe child support. First of all, if you haven't had a kid yet, understand that children are not a toy. Children aren't like a pair of shoes you buy, and then once you get tired of them, you put them in the closet and forget about them. Or a car you drive around for a little while, and after you get tired of driving around, you park it, you really don't use it as much. A child will be for you, if you are lucky, to the day you die. And you should be prepared to take care of that, boy or girl, because you brought them into this world. So now let's get this thing going. When it comes to child support, when it comes to owing money, there are steps you can do to make it, I guess, a little bit easier is the word. So, for instance, don't get upset. Don't lose your cool, because like anything in life, that's not gonna get you anywhere. That's not gonna solve the problem or bring help to the problem you have, right? So when it comes to, first off, like owing money to the state, if you got a job, and what happens is, if you haven't contacted the child support department, right, if you owe some money, what they're gonna do is they're gonna send over a piece of paper to your employer. Or they're gonna mail them a certified mail, or just mail them, right? And they're gonna tell the employer, hey, so and so with this Social Security, that way they know it's you. You must deduct 50% of their earning. So if you're making, let's say, $1,000 a week, they're gonna take $500, man. And your first reaction is gonna be like, screw this, I'm gonna quit. I can't afford to sit here and work this many hours and they're taking half of my check. And I've been there myself when I've got that. I just had a homie of mine get that maybe about maybe a year or two ago, and he kind of the same way I was. He was pissed off. He wanted to quit. But like I told him, and I'm gonna tell you now, don't lose your cool. Don't trip on that. Because what happened to me after I got that phone call from my employer, I made an appointment and I went within a week over here for us in the San Fernando Valley. It's over, I believe, in Encino, where they have the child support division of Los Angeles, right? Or the state, whatever it is. I went in there and I told the lady, hey, man, what's up with this? And she said, listen, man, first off, relax. Don't worry. We always sit there and give a high amount for your employer to take out of your check because we want to get your attention. We want to get your attention. We want you to come in here. We want to figure out how much you can pay, how much you owe, the whole thing. And it did work out. It still took me many years to be able to pay it, but I paid it in payments, and it worked out for me. Another thing you can do to help yourself so you don't owe as much, when I was busted, they actually sent me a letter saying I owe child support. I had nothing else to do, so I grabbed the pen and paper. I wrote them. These are for people who are in jail. Maybe you find yourself in jail and you get that letter. I wrote them back. I said, hey, my name is so-and-so. I'm currently incarcerated. I do plan on paying this child support, but, like I said, I'm incarcerated, this, that, and the third. They wrote me back saying, thank you very much for the response. We will stop it's like when you pay a credit card, they put interest on your payment, and that just starts growing every year. I think maybe even every month. So writing them, telling them that, going in, it's about communication, man. It really is. It's about going in there and standing up for yourself. Now, when it comes to, I'll speak a little bit about child custody as well, because it goes hand in hand. You got child custody with child support, and you'll get that all the time from women, especially. They'll sit there and tell their boyfriend or ex-husband or what have you, you can't see your kid until you start paying me some money. So you start getting into this child custody thing, and that's when a lot of people end up catching domestic violence and stuff like that, which you don't want to get that off the back, right? So what you do is you go to court, man. I said it before and I'll say it again. The pen is mightier than the sword. You go to court and you may say, well, I can't afford to go to court and hire a lawyer. You don't have to hire a lawyer. Every single, at least out here in California, every single place that has child support, child custody type courts in the courthouse has a department that will sit there and assist you in filling out the paperwork, assist you in trying to come to terms with the other partner as far as, hey, you guys want 50-50, you guys want, so many days. And most of the time, yeah, they will side with the, excuse me, allergies. Most of the time, they will side with the female, but sometimes they won't. In my case, I ended up getting 50-50 custody, even though the mother really wouldn't come around so much. I ended up getting the paperwork on my daughter saying she lives with me and she stays with me and resides with me. But the only way I would have done that, I got that, was because I went to court. I took her to court and I said, listen, man, I'm tired of this every so many months. Oh, you're not getting your daughter back, or you can't come see her. Like, all the drama that comes with having an ex that you don't get along too well, don't have real good communication with. To avoid that drama, you go to court, you get a paper from the judge that says, these are my dates. I get her every other holiday. I get her every other birthday. It breaks down the whole argument, and it's right there on paper. And that paper is golden, because if for whatever reason you get into an argument and she's not giving your daughter back, you don't got to go over there and scream in front of her house. You don't got to go there and act a fool and get arrested. You got paper. It's like having a pink slip, man. All you do is you call the cops, and yeah, I'm saying you call the cops on this. You call the cops, you act like an adult, because these are adult situations. This is something that has to do with your children, man. It's not some street stuff. This is some grown folk stuff, and that's how you got to do it when it comes to being grown folk. So you go to court. Like I said, there is places they will help you. Once you get your court, you go by it. You don't sit there and start saying, oh, well, I'm not going to follow it here. No, you go by it. Don't trust the other partner, because a lot of times they're going to bamboozle you. And when I say don't trust the other partner, I say like this. If you're giving money to your ex, to your baby mom, whatever it is, make sure you give it to them in either a check. If you don't have a check, don't have a bank account, get money order. Why? Because that's proof that you're giving them money, because I'm in the same boat. You give them cash. Nobody can sit there and verify that you actually gave it to her, because a lot of times, especially once you're fighting, they're gonna say, "F you! He hasn't gave me nothing. You could have gave her 10 racks yourself. He ain't gave me nothing. And what? You got proof, Mister So and So? No, I gave her cash. Well, sorry about your luck. You should have got a receipt. So you need to, first off, when you have a significant other, give them a check, or even maybe a Cash App account where you can actually trace it and see it, and then write what it's for. This is child support for my daughter this month, or this is for school, this is for football, this is for whatever it is. Write it in the notes and make sure you let them know that you're giving this money for your son or daughter for a certain specific thing. Again, it's called having proof. Another thing that kind of sucks, and I know the system is rigged against men, because when I had my daughter, I still couldn't receive a income tax because the mom would file, even though I had custody of her. Till I hit up the IRS. This was 20 years ago, right? I hit up the IRS and they were like, "No, you don't have proof." I'm like, "Dude, I got the paper from the courts. Doesn't matter." Pretty much didn't believe me. And it catches up to you in the long run too. I paid my child support. I believe it was by 2000 and maybe 7 or 5. I just recently had it come up again. I was doing something financially, and I had a lien on something, right? And I was like, "A lien? I said, what I got a lien from?" It says here you got a lien from the state of California for back child support. I said, "What?" I said, "I don't know any child support." I called up the Los Angeles Child Support Department. They at first couldn't even find my case. They finally found it, and they said, "Oh, okay, here it is. Yeah, we put a lien automatically." I said, "Well, why is there a lien? Does it show that I owe any money?" They're like, "No, it shows that you paid in full." I said, "Okay, well, how do I get this lien released?" They told me I need to contact my baby mom, my mother's my child's mother, and I need to have her write a letter with her license, with her driver's license on that letter saying that I don't owe her any money for child support. And I told this lady, wait a minute, why do I have to reach out to somebody I haven't spoken with in 20 years? And what it is they like to keep their business open. I didn't owe this woman any money. She's been paid off for years. I paid the state what I owed, and they still had a lien on me because of something they're hoping maybe she says, oh yeah, he owes me some money. So is a system rigged against men? Yes. But that's why you have to even be more cautious, more diligent when you're doing your stuff, and do it right, man. You got to file the right paperwork, keep receipts, and actually go out and do it. The problem is most people just don't do it, man. Most people are just too lazy, too afraid to get up and actually look for the help. But there is a lot of help out there, guys. But the main thing is go to court. Get custody of your kid. They will give you payments a lot of times that are very low, and most of the time when it comes to payments, most mothers ain't really getting what they should be getting because kids ain't cheap, man. Kids are expensive. Kids eat food. They need clothes. They're always growing. They need stuff for school. I mean, it just the list goes on and on. The main thing is if you're gonna have kids, you better take care of them. Take care of them. Because if not, somebody else will. And then eventually you're going to get the bill and you get all pissed off. Take care of your kids. Pay your bills. Do the right thing, people. Listen, I hope this small video helps you out. Leave a comment. If you have any questions, leave a comment. If you got any more input, leave a comment. Let us know. Other than that, you guys have a great one. Thank you and bye.